Sometimes I don't practice what I preach, take my own advice, follow the path that I have given to others. I try in most cases, but every once in a while, it gets a little hard. Case in point, um, this is going to air on Monday for Monday Motivation, but it's actually Friday. Why? Because I am actually going to follow some of my own advice and I'm going to completely unplug from work for the next 3 days. Now, why am I starting out with a confession saying sometimes I don't practice what I preach? Because I have been working nonstop for the past almost 3 months, so not a day off at all. Now, it doesn't mean I've been working 12 hours every single day, but I've put in work on every weekend and every single work day for, yeah, almost 3 months. Why? Well, because there has been a lot to go and do. Also, because we're working on a lot of big projects. And it just seems like, it's a good thing to get up on a Saturday morning and work a few hours, get a few things done. But even though right before a week where I have a very, very big important interview, and there's a lot of things that I should still be doing, I'm going to actually get away. We're going to get away. We're going to go up into the mountains. We're going to relax. And so when this airs on Monday, I will be sleeping in and probably taking a hike somewhere where it's a little cool. Now, why am I telling you this? I just finished my last interview for our entire May series called Mindful May. And this whole series that I taped for the month of May is about trying to make sure that we're taking good care of ourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever. But mental is the key part. And I'm not going to lie, I'm tired. When I have this week where I tape an entire month's worth of podcasts in 1 week, I'm tired. I reached brain dead somewhere around, well, it depends on what time of day I'm done taping. One day this week, I wasn't done till 6, a couple days, most of the days at 5, a little bit earlier than that today, but I still have a lot to do. Meanwhile, my emails, which I try and get down to 0 on Fridays. When I last looked, it was 112. So you know what? That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen today. I'm not going to get it down to 0. There's just not enough time. I'm only going to take care of the critical things and then I'm going to shut down and I'm going to allow myself to relax. Kind of scary, but really, really important. Now, my motivation for this week though is to embrace my downtime, embrace the recognition that when I am this tired my body is telling me something and it's telling me that you better slow down or else. This is when you can get sick. This is when you're not as productive, when your thoughts aren't as clear, you don't have as good of interactions as you have that you want to. I've been very fortunate that all my guests for the month of May have been just incredibly dynamic people. And a lot of them have been reminding me and reminding us that the body tells us exactly what it needs. And our job is to listen to it. Now, I'd had this getaway plan for a couple weeks, not for a long time. But in the back of my head, even this morning, I kept saying, gosh, this is probably the worst time for me to take 3 days off. We have huge major projects that still need to be done before Thursday of next week. But I also recognize that continuing to work through on days when you're exhausted is not productive. It's not helpful. And it's important that we recognize when we need to take breaks, whether it's in the middle of the day or starting out with a walk at the beginning of the day, just getting up to move around to get some different scenery. In fact, yesterday it was a beautiful day in Philadelphia, and I actually went out probably between. I had an hour in between podcasts, which was very unusual, and I went out and started kind of cleaning out some of my flower boxes. It's not time to start planting yet, but it was time to prepare and stand in the sunshine and get my gloves on and get my fingers in the dirt. Those are the moments where I think we need to take more opportunity just to take that breath, take that moment away. So, my motivation this week is listening to my body and listening to the importance of what it's telling me. My motivation for you is to do a little check for yourself as well. How's my psyche? How's my energy level? How's my attitude? And if any of those need a little boost, then give yourself the opportunity and the break to actually take care of them and take care of yourself. And I hope you have an incredible week.